You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
I'm good. My loins are girded.
Yes, he told me he was girding his loins. I don't know what that means.
Well, just accept it on face value. Loins girded, we are ready to go. Charo Coochie is 70 today.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Always like Charo.
I bet she's still adorable.
Yeah, not quite clear on really the whole thing, but hey, Charo.
There you go.
Woo!
On Love Boat all the time.
Well,
Really?
who wasn't? I may have been on Love Boat. Hard to say. A couple big things, historically speaking. It was 1943 this very day. They cut the ribbon on it, welcomed everybody on board. I'm talking about what is the world's largest office complex was completed. Do you know what that is? It is in the
Pentagon.
It's in the United States. Correct. Good, John.
Oh.
Yeah, the Pentagon, home to United States military. There you go.
The stairwells in there were the interstate system where the on-ramps, off-ramps are kind of modeled after the stairwells in there, I believe.
Oh, I have no idea.
Or vice versa. I remember reading that somewhere.
Well,
to get all the people in and out of there. So
makes perfect sense. And it was a tragic day in America. This day, 1919, 2 million gallons of molasses flooded Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Molasses Flood of 1919, 150 injured, 21 people drowned.
Can you imagine
I
that?
got to go. If you're
Caught
not
by surprise with molasses.
well, it was a lot. It must have been, I
Slow as
don't know.
molasses.
Yeah, a
January.
big storage tank burst, and there you go.
Wow.
There was, I believe, a drunk history on that, wasn't there?
There was.
Heidi?
We watched that one.
Yeah. So it's sad, it's tragic, but it's an interesting footnote in American history.
Amazing disaster. Yeah, FEMA is still there, by the way, if you want to check in with them.
Working on cleanup.
They work at about the same speed. So, I didn't say that.
Oh, by the way, they are in Sioux Falls right now. So
They certainly
if you happen to be
are.
working for FEMA, how you doing?
How are you?
Thanks for being here.
Nice to meet you. Just fill out this form. Wait right over there.
I don't know how we could possibly offend anybody. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Well, top of the morning to you two little rapscallions. You Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
That's my girl.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there you are. Hope you get... hi, John.
Hey, Dan.
Well, we've been going down that pathway, and it's all getting pretty darn exciting. It's going to be culminating here in the next couple of weeks. Talking, of course, about the first annual Ranger Dan beef cow hunt.
Oh, yeah. Excited about this.
Scheduled to take place just a little bit outside of Worthing, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Up here, we'll keep you posted on that. So we've been talking about cow facts. Cow facts pretty darn interesting. What do we know about cows? Did you know the hamburger made its debut at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis?
Really?
True story. Did you know this? Now, keep in mind the average beef cow weighs in excess of about 1,000 pounds.
Wow.
You get almost 2,000 quarter-pound hamburgers can be made from the ground beef in one cow alone.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
wow.
That is amazing. Now, I've been getting some correspondence on this, and this apparently is from some pretty experienced hunters. They're going, let me get this straight, Ranger Dan. Well, first off, love your show. I'm glued to it every dang morning, Monday through Friday, like clockwork.
Nice. Love that.
In fact, if you rescheduled this show, I'd quit my job just to catch it. But being an avid hunter myself, I've tracked down grizzlies, I've tracked down bighorn sheep and deer and elk and moose, and you name it, I've hunted it.
Right.
I don't quite see the fascination with hunting a beef cow. Aren't they just kind of docile, just kind of hang around there? I mean, really, where's the danger? Glad you brought that up, Jerry Lindquist. The danger really ain't in the hunt, Jer. It's about the aftermath of that hunt.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing quite getting that adrenaline slamming and things going haywire if you happen to be approached and questioned by game fish and parks.
Or the farmer.
Or perhaps you see those old cherries light up in your rearview mirror going down the highway, and there he is, old John Lawn. Maybe he wants to do a search. I got to tell you what, nothing gets a heart racing like Ricky Bobby on meth, like that particular situation. So danger, you bet. We got it. We'll keep you posted with details as we get closer to the hunt. This is Ranger Dan. That's all the time we got this morning. You know the drill, little radio ranger. Stay in school, go to church, say your prayers, eat your vegetables. Don't be playing soccer, and don't let me catch you wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan out. Yes, sir.
Again, Ranger Dan's Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris joining us right now. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty darn well. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything Sioux Empire, we have things to give away.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
My good friends up, Eileen and the team over at Southeastern Hair Design and Day Spa. $20 gift card to Shannon Baker. Oh, Shannon, you're going to look lovely. Hey, I just want to say this now. We're going to send Shannon a gift card, $20 gift card from Southeastern Hair Design and Day Spa, but also for the month of January, and it's a great welcome in the New Year promotion going on. It's the 2020 Color and Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And you
great...
save $20.20.
Exactly. You just give them a shout, make your appointment, mention the 2020, and you're stepping into a new year, a new look, a new you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great deal. Saving $20 off of a cut and color,
That
that's
is
a
very
really
good.
great deal.
It is.
Saving $20 off anything is a good deal.
Yeah.
It is. So the 2020 special cut and color at Southeastern Hair Design and Day Spa going on right now. Congratulations to Shannon Baker on that gift card. Relax, refresh, renew. Southeastern Hair Design and Day Spa, 69 The Cliff right here in Sioux Falls. Let's see what's going on. This is, I moved here in 1987 to Sioux Falls.
I thought you looked familiar.
Population was drifting somewhere between 85 and 90,000, right in that general area.
Okay.
New census stats out are the latest we can get our hands on anyway, about 190,000 people.
Nice.
Sioux Falls Metro. Yeah, so that's well over doubled since I got here. The big thing, the big deal going on in all the news when I moved here in 87, the big story is they were widening 41st Street.
Oh,
yeah.
And pounding plywood sheets on all the windows in downtown because it was just dead.
Yeah.
So, just how things have gone since I've been here has been
Now
pretty
they're widening the
fascinating.
streets downtown. Well, they're not, but they should.
And that's what everybody's talking about. We're talking about, population, big city growth, and what are we going to do about this, and politics, and we're talking parking ramps, and we're talking crime is exploding, and all these issues that come with growth. But here's the thing, and the only reason I bring this up is because for almost a week now, it's been in my Facebook feed every single day. And I've also seen it in little business write-ups and business columns and local news, the fact that the Empire Car Wash is changing hands.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So here's the skinny company that's doing that. They're opening 2 in Brookings. They have a car wash in South Sioux City. They have 3 of them in Sioux City. With the hostile takeover of the Empire Car Wash, they will have 7 in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
Everybody, activists spring into action over huge corporations, over big oil, big tobacco, big pharma.
yeah.
Nobody takes on big car wash.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that.
So, hey, Let's go. Let's gun up, people. Something's real hinky. Real hinky in car wash world.
We had our family photos taken at their car wash. We did have our family photos
taken at that car wash.
And it sounds ridiculous, but they turned out
awesome.
really cool.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's how they get you.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Lure you in with the lights and all the bells and whistles.
The next thing you know, just right across the street of some big corporate car wash rehab facility. Insurance companies making out like bandits. I say you nip it in the bud now. Nip it in the bud.
Well, if it makes it feel any better, I believe we left some glitter on their sidewalk. So, but if you work there and you found the glitter, had nothing to do with us. Dan, thank you for that report. I think
I'm a little worked up here.
Coming up, we've got one more comedian from the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. We're going to be chatting with them in just a bit, right here on Sunny 93.3.
Want to make your sweetheart smile next month for Valentine's Day? Find some fun, matching shirts at funkymonkeyshirts.com. We have a whole collection of fun shirts for you lovebirds.
My wife rocks.
My man rocks.
We also have many silly shirts that will make you smile any day of the year.
My ex-wife was a trophy wife.
Participation trophy.
Find something fun for a loved one, friend, or for yourself at funkymonkeyshirts.com. That's funkymonkeyshirts.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with PJ Johnson. He's one of the very funny comedians that is going to be at Snow Jam Comedy Festival coming up in Sioux Falls, January 23rd through the 25th. PJ, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself, John?
Fantastic. Now, I'm on your, I was telling you ahead of time, I've been snooping your Facebook page here to find out a little bit about you. You're a very funny guy, I can tell, just for the stuff on your Facebook page alone.
I've heard that once or twice.
Now, you were based out of Denver, is that right?
Well, right now, technically, I'm based out of Boulder, yeah.
Oh, and are you originally from that area, or where are you from?
Originally, I'm born and raised from Detroit, and I've lived out in Colorado for the past 4 years now.
And what was that like to go from the Detroit area to the Boulder, Colorado area? That's got to be kind of a shock when you think of the culture of those two different places.
Oh yeah, definitely more sun here and less locked doors. Put it like that. But definitely, no. Detroit, in all honesty, was great. Just personally, I just got to see more of the world, while living there, and I wanted to, kind of expand that. So I just ended up moving to Colorado, and I just ended up kind of staying here, But, I don't know. I wouldn't really trade anything for it.
That's awesome. Now, how did you get involved in comedy? What was it that first got you interested in doing this?
Honestly, jury duty was the first thing that got me interested in it.
You got to explain that. What?
Yeah, so my first time ever doing jury duty was out here in Boulder, Colorado, and I really didn't want to do it. I didn't have a job at the time, and so I go to jury duty with Tupac and Biggie's shirt, with Tupac with his middle finger up and everything else. I was getting out of jury duty. I promise you that, John. I get there, we're all sitting down, and they're asking the jurors questions. They ask me, so what do you do for a living? And I was just like, well, tax-wise, nothing, but in my mind, I'm a comedian, and I had never done comedy before, when I had said that. But the whole courtroom started laughing from it, and then they got to a point where they asked the jurors, "What's your favorite article of clothing that you own?" And when they got to me, the lawyer asked, was like, "I assume the shirt you're wearing right now is your favorite piece of clothing." And I'm like, "Dude, it is, actually. It shows my bipartisanship and that I will be a fair juror." And the judge didn't really like that. So that's how I got out of jury duty. And,
so you didn't get to stay and do a second show?
No encore, no tip bucket, no nothing. They were done with me in Boulder County. I promise you that much.
Again, PJ Johnson is our guest right now. He is one of the several. There's 30 different comedians. So one of the 30 comedians that'll be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Snow Jam Comedy Festival coming up January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And have you been to Sioux Falls before, PJ?
I have not, but I've watched Fargo.
Oh, well, it's a little north of us, but yeah. So you kind of You flew over us on your way from Detroit to Colorado, but no, it's a good place. And if you lived in Detroit, you're used to cold weather, and you're in Colorado now. You guys have cold weather, so some of the folks that I talk to from like Southern California, they're in for a shock when they get here for this because it's kind of cold this time of year.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely no. When I found out that I was coming, I as soon as I saw the date, I was just like, "Yep, I'm flying. I'm sure as hell not driving."
Again, PJ Johnson, and he's got a Facebook page. I'm going to throw a link to that to make it easy to find. Also, PJ, thank you very much for coming here and being a part of this. It's a fundraiser for a great organization in Sioux Falls. It's actually Special Olympics of South Dakota. So thank you for coming to help raise money for an awesome cause.
Yeah, I'm really appreciative to be able to actually help out for the cause, definitely.
Again, our guest today has been PJ Johnson. You can find him on Facebook as PJ Johnson. You can also find him at Snow Jam Comedy Festival. That's happening the end of this month, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. All of the information and tickets available at snowjamcomedyfest.com.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are fabulous. I don't care what part of the world you're in. You can be a celebrity here, there, and everywhere. Even third world countries pay homage to people who look good. Hey, we're going back across the pond because this story's just not going to die. Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess
Did they decide what's
Sussex,
going on or what?
they're relocating to Canada. So
is that where
me,
she's from or what?
I'm going, no.
Where's she from?
She's from America.
America?
She's American.
Okay.
But the media is still squawking about, how are they going to make it on their own?
Yeah, they're
I can't stress this enough. They've got a net worth of between $30 and $40 million. That's their money.
Exactly.
So it's
Nobody
not like-
says that about me. How's she going to make
How's Heidi
it?
going to make it?
How are we going to make it? Do we have a plan?
But it's kind of a big deal because they are stepping back. I mean, they are part of the inner realm of the monarchy, which is a big thing in Britain and always has been.
So what is the benefit
They're going to
of them?
split their time now between Canada and Britain.
Okay.
They landed in Canada, and now Canadians have to pick up their security tab because these two are a big deal.
So why would the Canadians need to pick it up? Why wouldn't they say, you want to move
What a
here, you need
great
your own
question.
people?
What a
Bring your own
great
guards.
question. And apparently the price tag on that just moving forward is already to about $250,000. I don't know what's going on, but I look at it this way. Say I'm Prince Harry, which I'm not because, well, I'm not a ginger, number one.
Okay.
But number two, it's like, okay, I'm a prince. Ugh.
Is he still a prince?
Yeah, but his duties, basically these two, Harry and Meghan and their son Archie, named after Arch Beale, who owns Beale Distributing
I thought it
Budweiser
was
here in
Bunker.
town.
Archie Bunker.
No, they named after Beale because Beale's far more powerful than Bunker ever was. They took their kid Archie, and they're just stepping back from all of this monarchy stuff.
The monarchy malarkey?
Yeah, they just saying they felt ostracized, and there's all this stuff going on. The Queen is now apparently given her blessing, and we'll work with them on whatever level, and blah, 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 blah. Apparently they just want to live a more private life, get away from that thing.
I don't blame them.
But, I mean, I don't know. I'm a prince. I got billions of dollars. All I got to do is put on a suit every now and again and stand at attention. And
smile.
We're
it's like
tiara.
So I'm going to step away from that, and now I can live anywhere in the world. I'm picking Canada.
Exactly.
Harry makes bad decisions. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Canada's probably nice. Maybe not this time of year, but it's probably nice.
Well, the buzz is, and this might just be a rumor, but I did hear her cock off a little while back about she's not a fan of President Donald Trump, and apparently she said, I don't want to move back into the United States until he's not in the White House anymore, which is great criteria for life decisions, I guess.
So there you go, I guess.
But, yeah, and Canadian officials are saying, they're picking up the security tab because maybe they figure they'll be good for business or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
And
That's awesome.
It's just weird.
Should we apply for the open position there in the royal family or not? Would you want to be royalty?
No.
Dan, would you?
Oh, yes. Are you kidding? Oh, man, knight me. Do something. Let's do this. Yeah.
I think they got it pretty well made.
Yeah, but you got people in your business all the time.
We have people in our business all the time right now.
Polite to people.
You have to be polite to people.
We got people in our business right now, but it's collection agencies.
That's not necessarily true. There have been a lot of members of the monarchy over the years that are just horrifying. Yeah. Just terrible people.
Well, Dan, thank you for that report, sir.
Yeah, again, I don't know what the fascination is, but there it is. I'm a cable news junkie, and I bounce around, and all I keep seeing is this Harry and Meghan thing. And I'm going
very tabloidish.
Like, what? Yeah. Do I care? You bet I do, because they're celebrities, man.
Well, there you go. That's been our entertainment news of the day right here on Sunny 93.3.